I don't know if we are supposed to call Nigeria a crime scene or the best country in the world, because no matter how you want to look at it, Nigeria is doing fine. Because this particular story that we are going to show ourselves is going to shock us together. Yes. So this particular story was posted by Nigerian Story with the caption, on the 11th of April 2017, the EFCC announced that they have discovered more than 43 million US dollar at an upscale apartment in Lagos State. One person carry $43 million for an apartment. You know, carry a go bango. Like in my mind, I'm like, you put $43 million inside your house. You pack $43 million inside your house in Lagos State, Ikoyi to be precise. Then when this matter actually blew up, many people started making their opinion. Oh, we didn't hear about it. Oh, what actually happened? $43 million care inside your house. And that particular post has currently generated over 1.1 million views, meaning that many people were interested in actually what went wrong. What do you mean somebody stole $43 million and actually put it inside his house? You understand? So that was when Favor Doc Online explained and said, actually, the money was found in this Lagos apartment in 2017. And it was not only $43 million. They also found another 28,000 euros and 23 million naira, all in cash at the apartment. All in cash. Imagine, say, they first say $43 million for one storeroom. They can see another 28,000 euros and another 23 million naira in one house. And he said a lot of things, so I've actually explained everything so that we'll be able to get it right. So who is this person involved? The name of this person is Chief Ayodele Oke. Yes. And he's the former Director General of the National Intelligence Agency, the NIA. And also he was a former ambassador of Nigeria to the Commonwealth. And is a career diplomat and senior government official. So during that period, when he actually stole that money, he was the Director General of the National Intelligence Agency. And it was said, and he was actually made the director in 2013 during Goodluck Jonathan's period. That is why I'm saying that if Goodluck even decide that he doesn't want to steal, you see people around him, they can be thieves. And no matter what, they will never allow this growth to happen. Because the normal Nigerian is a thief. Let the leader say he doesn't want to steal. What of the people under him? You understand? So that's why, to be very honest, I look at Peter Obi. Sorry that I'm digressing. I'm looking at Peter Obi going to ADC. Let's imagine that he actually wins the election. All those PDP members that have been stealing in the past, we also want to get back in power to continue stealing. How will it be so easy for him to be able to capture all of their minds? So, what actually happened? On the 11th of April, the EFCC raided an apartment in Ikoyi, Lagos. The apartment was linked to Chief Ayodele Oke, and what was found in the apartment? All in physical cash, 43 million US dollars, 28,000 pounds, 23 million naira. Total, tens of millions stored in cash, not in bank. Because he knows that if they carry that kind of amount to bank, they go ask him, how you take me come? But why is this a problem? The funds were not properly declared. The apartment was not an official government vault to hold that kind of money. So to them, to have that kind of money when it's not like a government vault is somehow impossible. You understand? So they were like, no, you can't, you know, if you get this kind of money, we will not arrest you. You understand? So the EFCC suspected the money was public funds, illegally kept, possibly laundered. And so officials' action were taken, and EFCC filed charges against Chief Ayodele Oke and his wife, Folasade Oke. And what were the charges? Theft of public fund, money laundering, another alleged charge of about $160 million. So apart from the fact that they actually saw that money, there's still another charge again on them of $160 million diverted from the federal government fund, separate from the apartment cash. So apart from the fact that they actually stole that amount that was in their cash, this man still have the ododo to divert another $160 million from federal government. Money that is meant for the federal government, for the people, you still now diverted it to yourself. How wicked can one individual be? So this particular money was diverted from the federal government for their personal use. And so because of that, they had to charge the two of them to court, both the husband and the wife. And on the 7th of February 2019, the Federal High Court, Lagos State, issued arrest warrants for the money found in the apartment. And just before their court date, they reportedly fled the country for medical treatment, himself and the wife. You know, they were powerful now. Of course, they were the national head of NIA. So because of their influence, they use everything and they jackpot out of the country. EFCC then declared the couples wanted after their failure to respond to court summon. His whereabouts were unclear for a very long time. These people jackpot, nobody was able to trace them. Not like they don't want to trace them, they did not trace them. I don't know who they were paying. Of course, they had made a lot. Look at the money that was even catch with them. Who knows another house that they have? They've actually stolen more for themselves. You understand? So in response in 2017, after this scandalous discovery of money in his apartment, Chief Oke was suspended as the Director General of the NIA. Then Vice President Professor Yemi Osibanjo, I think that around that time, Buhari was sick, headed the committee that investigated the incident and recommended to President Buhari that the Director General be removed. And so he was actually removed. He was actually first suspended and then removed. But note that during this period when he was actually said to have been suspended and he was sent to have been sent off, he was not in Nigeria. And the big question is, what happened to the money? Till today, there is no clear public explanation to that. No transparent accounting. No confirmed recovery details made public. And so the money take fear. We don't know what to do the money. Till now, we are still looking for waiting to our money. These millions, $43 million, was not accounted for. What exactly was it used for? We don't know till today. And you know, say we don't hear this matter of they receive money from Abacha, the millions of dollars, waiting they use and do. Till now, we don't know. Would they share the money? We don't know. And so the icing of the cake, how many of you know icing? Icing of the cake is that in 2023, miraculously, the case was dropped. The case was dropped. Read it yourself. ICYMI, Ikoyi, $43 million affair, end as EFCC withdraw court case on national security grounds. National security ground and take the take. What's happened to the money till today? We don't know. Everything don't go. National security grounds. Now, national security ground, they remove the case from court. That's why if they say fear EFCC, fear will not fear EFCC. Another tweet says, I think it is important to add that in 2023, the then chairman of EFCC and the then DG of NIA had a close meeting and they resolved to withdraw the case from court in the interest of national security. Ooh, yes, you read that well. Read it well. That the then DG of the NIA had a close meeting to resolve and withdraw the case from the court in the interest of national security. You see that national security where they put in the 41st in the interest of the... And so the matter was subsequently struck out. And years later, we are now hearing that this same chief Ayodele Oke has reportedly returned to Nigeria and has been nominated again as an ambassador to France under Bola Tinubu. As I hear the news, say this man has been made an ambassador again. I'm asking the question: this man that can steal that kind of amount, shall you go see that kind of amount still again for the embassy for France? We don't suffer for this country. We don't get many thieves. That's why even if we have a very good leader, the people that we work with him might not be good leader. If we have a good intention of making Nigeria work, all those associates that were actually gathered around him might be thief in disguise. They might be thief in disguise. You cannot trust them, and they are enough. They are in their numbers enough to wreck the economy. So it's not about having the best of leaders. Because if this can be done under Jonathan's nose, tell me which other nose they cannot do it. You understand? Tinubu actually made it known that he actually gave money to state governors, subsidy money to state governors, all of these things. Where are the money today? Where is the money today? You understand? So the people working under you are the ones that will even make the work. If they are not stealing and you are not stealing, that is when everything can work out well. So let's move on to the public reaction. Somebody says, no one steals money as the ruling party in Nigeria and gets prosecuted. Imagine how much they are stealing on a daily basis in this country. And because I'm saying is, if the NIA can actually steal this kind of money, what about the others? Another person says that's not even the painful part. It is the unfortunate morons supporting their administration. Another person said the said chief Ayodele Oke is now the country's ambassador, representing the country with the international body under this current administration. Another person said, Omo, thieves and dysfunctional cronies everywhere is Nigeria caused. This write-up got me thinking about how corrupt mind will pat another corrupt hand with the accolades in the back. What a country. This is the fact. Everyone who is aware of this could only get angry with their phone keypads and go to bed. From this to Yaya Bello, other Nigerian officials and politicians are so lucky to have citizens like this. A criminal can't work with anyone who is not a fellow criminal. Criminal cartel government, a rotten and corrupt fellow running a terrible corrupt government. I have never seen citizens this docile as us. A gang of criminals taking over our country and we are cool as cucumber. God, all I can do is laugh. Questions I've always asked whenever I hear millions of dollars were recovered from Abacha offshore accounts. You know, I said it. Where does this money go to? Nigeria is a shithole. So what do you actually think about all of these things that was said? To be very honest, at this point, whatever goes is whatever goes. See you in the next. But do well to click the subscribe button. You know, if you have not clicked the subscribe button, you might miss me again. You might miss me and it might not be recommended. Turn on the notification. Make sure you share this video. Yes, and make sure you click the like button. You know, but drop a comment because that is only what you may be able to see me next time whenever I post new videos. Drop a comment and like this video. See you in the next. Junior.
Sir?
Junior.
Sir?
$43 million. When will we be able to steal our own? Me too, I want steal $43 million. You think say easy?
Daddy still there.
Yeah, they here going to do content. $43 million is not small. Who will give me my own $43 million?
Tinubu can help you, Daddy.